All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all tuned in right here, JLM Radio Podcast. And I'm your host, Edwin J, Applewhite. And today we got Presley Aronson live with us today. Talk about his music ventures and things of that nature. How you doing, Presley?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks so much for having me.
All right, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and just get right on into it. You described your style as a Cali-Country. What drew you to the blend, the California vibe with country music, and how do you bring both elements into your song?
So growing up in Cali-Country, California, it really has that kind of mix between kind of the suburb country living, but also in, just right outside of LA. And so it kind of meshed those worlds together. Growing, my grandma loves country music, mom loves country music, and then, an aspect of that, once I started getting into it, the rest of my family started loving country music, and, it's just really something special to be able to take the songwriting roots of country music, the storytelling aspect, and to create something that is just like kind of a little bit of who I am, of a little bit of pop, a little bit of California flavor into it, a little bit of beach flavor. It kind of just evolved into this thing that I like to call Cali-Country.
Yeah, that's what it says. You mix country pop with contemporary country, so that's a nice blend. Okay, right here, let's see. Let's get into your EVK. Your EVK mentioned you're a multi-talented musician, singer, songwriter, guitarist, pianist, drummer. How does bringing those elements or instruments affect the way you write and produce your songs?
Well, I think at least for me, it's important that I know how to play instruments because that's half of the songwriting aspect, right? Is the music in addition to the lyrics. And so for me, not only to be able to just write with other music, but to be able to, perform or just rehearse and different things, to have the control and the ability to be able to, pick up a guitar and bring it anywhere, or, jump on a piano or jump on drums. And I think those are kind of some key elements to the whole picture, because if you know how to play drums, you have a rhythm and a beat, and, along with your keys and guitar. And so it's just something that's kind of really special to be able to really kind of bring all of it together in one aspect.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do a little music too myself. I actually just compose music and stuff like that, make beats actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I get what you're talking about. All right, let's go with number 3 right here. Your latest single featured Jimmy Allen. That's real big right there. Love for the Win. Garnered a HMIA nomination. What was the collaboration process like? And did working with Jimmy push you into new creativity territory?
Jimmy's amazing. I was very fortunate that he kind of wanted to be a part of this. It's a song about anti-suicide, and really just like the title, Take Love for the Win, and just really pushing that positivity. So we both come from a little bit of backgrounds with that, and we wanted to spread some awareness, so we teamed up on it. And incredible writer, an incredible artist, and great person. And so just very blessed to be able to do that with him, and for him to support my journey on that is just incredible. And I think that's going to help hopefully change a lot of lives. And it's helped bring a lot of awareness towards the cause. And it's a great song. I'm a little biased with it, but it's a great song. He's inspiring. He's helped mentor and guide me on the professional side of certain things. And I'm grateful for that. He's, a very, very talented, very fast writer.
Oh, wow.
And I admire that, I mean, he wrote an aspect of the song, and he wrote his verse, and he did everything in, 20, 30 minutes. I mean,
that's fast.
Yeah, he's pretty quick when it comes to that stuff. So, and, obviously little tweaks here and there and whatnot, but the whole thing didn't take that long for all of us to just write the song, but he's just on point very quickly. So it's that, and we got to do some other stuff together, and I think we did a festival together earlier this summer, and that's kind of when the song came out, and
Right.
just kind of cool to be able to play that and be together when it got released. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. I bet that was, man. That's big right there. All right, question number 4 is, you won the 2023 HMI Country Crossover Award. Live Like Paradise was, I was able to check that out, the video. That was pretty cool right there. And you also have an award-winning and anti-bullying track, which you just talked about, Background. How important is the message in your music, and how do you choose what topics to tackle?
To me, like going back to the whole Cali-Country aspect of the songwriting roots and storytelling aspect of country music, means everything. I'm huge into giving back because I've gone through a lot and I want to be able to give back. And
Right.
For me, it's like focusing on those aspects of a lot of the causes, whether it's anti-bullying, anti-suicide, or even just sometimes the simpler things of just positivity, happiness, aspect of loss and grief. And I always want to have some sort of message or meaning behind every song to a certain degree, whether that is just a love story, but creating that story behind it, and really just putting a purpose into what I create. Like Live Like Paradise is a fun summer song, but if you really listen to the lyrics, it's a positivity song. It's about finding your outlet. It's about finding that place for you, no matter what you're going through, whether that is music or reading a book, or it's not always a physical place. Paradise, it can be spending some time at the beach, it can be spending some time in the mountains, but it doesn't have to. It can be an outlet of, like I said, reading a book or cooking or something that just takes you into this whole other space that distracts you and heals you from our challenging lives every single day. And things like that around, I was bullied mentally, emotionally when I was younger, and that's affected my childhood, affected my aspect of my academics, and I want to give back with that. So I wanted to create a song that has meaning, a purpose behind it, something that shares my life story, but has an uplifting aspect that you can make it through. It is only temporary, and I'm living proof that you can make something of yourself.
Right. That's good right there. Yeah, let's speak on your song, Isabella. The music video, Isabella, earned a 2024 Telly Award. Can you tell us about the concept behind the video and how you translate the song emotion into visual storytelling?
Yeah, so Isabella is something that's really cool because I actually wrote it for my future wife.
Okay, that's good.
So it's something that whoever she may be, her, right? And it's something that we can all kind of relate to in an aspect, no matter who your partner is, right? It's finding your partner, and once you see them, it's just evolving the relationship from there. And it's really cool at the shows and whatnot. Is people are always asking, "Oh, have you found your Isabella?" Or people would and they're like, "I just got engaged. I found my Isabella." It's like cool to see the stories that they share with me, and that it's relatable, and because no matter what it is, we're all looking for our person, right?
Right. Okay, that's cool. That's a cool answer right there. Whoever she might be out there. Okay, let's go with number 6. Number 6 is, I get asked this a lot too, but this is for you right here. Now, when you sit down to write a song, where do you typically begin? With melody, lyric, chord progression, or something else entirely?
So I think it really depends on the song. I've done almost every different type of version, but I would say typically sometimes if I come up with like a chord progression or melody or something, and it's like sometimes I'll save that and maybe find the right like story and lyrics to add to it.
Right.
And because there's aspects where sometimes I do it all at the same time, or sometimes I have some different like melodies and then some different song ideas, and match which one goes with each one, right? I think the biggest thing is like having some sort of idea behind it, and then figuring out, okay, so I have the idea, now let me figure out kind of the music end of it.
Right.
And then I'm going to add the lyrics as I'm kind of pushing the music together.
Right.
Even if that's just starting with a verse or a chorus or something, it's like kind of having at least somewhat of the idea.
Right,
then to the lyrics, and kind of just like adjusting from there.
Right, yeah. For me, when I compose a beat, I like to start with the chord progression. So maybe the beat kind of give me the feel of where to go with the chords or the bass line. So I could dig that. Okay, number 7 is growing up in California. How has your environment influenced your musical identity? Which you kind of answered that, both the cool California aspect and the country roots.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously we touched on that a little bit, but influenced everything. I mean, I think not just those aspects, but everything in all of our lives influences who we are today, whether we're in entertainment or in a different career path. And, I think we are who we are today because of our upbringing, because of aspects of things that we've gone through. And
exactly.
So everything that I've gone through impacts who I am today and the music I create today.
Right.
Music I create today may be something completely different than, 10 years from now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because you're growing, you're evolving. Right. Okay. So number 8 is many emerging artists find it challenging to balance commercial appeal with being original. So how do negativity keep your sound true to yourself while reaching a broad audience? Well, how navigating keep your sound true to yourself while reaching your broad audience?
So I think growing up as a child actor, going through, a lot of auditions as a kid, in LA, and, there's an aspect of a lot of rejection and, being bullied as a kid. There's an aspect of a lot of, being made fun of, and again, more rejection and aspects of, I kind of woke up one day and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Right.
I'm not letting anybody else affect what I'm setting my heart to accomplish. And the truth is, anytime someone says I can't do it, I say, why not? And respectfully, watch me, because I'm gonna go and try to do it more so because you just told me I couldn't. Not because I want to be disrespectful, but because I want to chase my dream. And the fact that you told me I can't is just going to light more fire underneath me. That's just my drive, my passion, and my dedication to everything I set my mind to. There's an aspect of we just want to accomplish success. For me, it's not about fame or money or anything like that. To me, it's about bringing awareness to the stories and the messaging of my music. The more I can get my music out there to heal others, to create awareness, that's what's accomplishing for me. To be able to step on a stage and it just be completely magical, and sharing those moments with the crowd is just, it's incredible.
Right. Yeah, that's spoken like a true Californian. I'm from California myself. So I get it. We definitely love a good challenge. All right, number 9 is you have recognition on the West Coast already. Now, what's the biggest hurdle for you breaking into the broader national, international country market, and how are you approaching it?
Right now, we're obviously being from California. Obviously, that's been a home base, and we're touching into different areas here, and stuff in North Carolina. And next year, there's a lot of really exciting new spots that we're coming to on the tour.
Right.
Really just trying to bring awareness in different parts of the country, different parts of the world. And obviously, in today's world, social media does a great job with that. So, pushing that content out, along with making stops in some of those different areas, and just excited to. I love meeting all the fans and all the different cities across America and across the world, and so I'm just really excited for some of these shows to come up this year.
Yeah, okay, that's a good answer right there. Yeah. Okay, number 10 is, which artists, past or present, have been your biggest influence in country and outside of it?
There's so many artists that have influenced my career and influenced who I am as a person. I think there's definitely artists like Luke Bryan and Thomas Rhett, aspects of Ed Sheeran, and back in the day Air Supply, and just so many artists that kind of add to it, of even things like Sam Hunt, Brett Young, of course, Jimmy, and just so many just incredible artists, as well as like Megan Maroney and Kelsey Ballerini. Just so many different aspects that I try to add little pieces and learn from them, and just create who Presley Aronson is.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Now, on the performance side of things, what's your favorite instrument to play live and why?
I think it's got to be acoustic guitar. It's one of my favorites. It just adds a whole another level, and it's one of my favorite instruments to play. I love playing piano too. It's just such a beautiful instrument, but just as a artist, as a singer, and I think that's one of my favorites to play live is definitely guitar, and being able to just like create something special out of that, because also it's like I can go anywhere with a guitar. It's hard to carry a drum kit or a keyboard or back, but as a acoustic guitar you can take anywhere from on the beach to a bonfire to stopping by a TV station, radio station, or doing a little pop-up concert. I love to stop by a lot of the boys and girls clubs or schools, wherever I'm stopping on tour, and be able to just have a guitar and just go and sing a few songs and have fun with the kids is something that is just really special to me.
Yeah, okay. Now, given your multi-instrumental or instrument skill set, when you record, do you tend to play many parts yourself or collaborate with other session musicians?
I think it's a mix of both. A lot of times I'm usually always playing the acoustic, sometimes the piano, an aspect. It just really depends on the song and who's collaborating with at that time. And sometimes I'm doing it, sometimes somebody else is doing it. So it's just really just a big collaboration.
Right. Okay. Let's go to this one. Looking ahead, what are you working on next? Any new singles, EP, album? Are you exploring new sounds, genres, or collaborations?
Well, I can't say too much, but
Okay.
a little bit of all of the above. I'll give you a little sneak peek that 2026 is going to be a huge impact. There's going to be a lot of new stuff coming, a lot of songs, a lot of content, a lot of music videos, and a lot of shows. So buckle up. 26 is coming.
Okay, then. All right, number 15, you kind of spoke on this already about social media platforms, how you leverage that. Let's go with number 17. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? That's always seemed to be a big question for artists.
I think wherever my journey takes me 5 years from now, I hope it's really something that my message and my storytelling through music is just spread across the world and making a real impact in people's lives.
Right. Okay. For now, this one is right. This is for listeners who might be hearing your music for the first time, what one song of yours would you suggest they start with and why?
Well, I'm a little biased on that one because I love all my...
Okay.
I mean, I would say, there's different songs for different styles, right? I try to make music that kind of fits with everyone. If you're looking for something that's, fun and positive, I would definitely go check out Live Like Paradise. If you're looking for something that, is something a little bit more healing, then maybe Background or Love for the Win. If you're looking for something that's fun and party, then maybe Cali-Country or Tonight. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more of a love song, then definitely something like She's All Mine or Isabella.
Right, okay. That's good. And this one right here, let's talk about, this one is about what is your biggest lessons you learned in your career so far, both musically and business-wise? Because I see you got entertainment production, PAE, so how have that shaped your approach today?
I think the biggest thing in all aspects is really patience and persistence, which I know those are kind of polar opposites of each other, but knowing when to be patient and knowing when to be persistent is a key of everything. I'm a really hard worker, and it's just there's certain moments that you gotta know when to push, and sometimes when you need to be patient, and it will come. And those are some of the most important aspects of really important, like, kind of advice that I would give from experience.
Okay. Now, outside of music, what personal passions recharge you or help you bring fresh perspective to your art? That's question number 20, the final question.
I love this one. It's for me, music is a big part of my life in general, so music sometimes is my recharge.
Right.
But maybe that's just the aspect of just like playing music is the recharge, more or less. But at the end of the day, there's so many like hobbies that I love to do. I'm huge on like anywhere tropical, just being on a boat, whether that's on a lake, in the ocean. I love being on a boat or at the ocean, at the beach. I love to cook. I love eating. I love to cook. So enjoying cooking for other people, and I make a lot of different things, and I love my favorite part is really just being able to make stuff for other people.
Yeah.
I love aspects of like I love snowboarding. Like you can't anybody that knows me, friends, family, it's just like once I'm on the mountain, I'm up in the snow, it's like you can't get me off. I'm literally gonna ride the last lift up to hit that last slope of the day. I'm an Energizer bunny when it comes to snowboarding. I love it.
But there we have it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Presley Aronson. And Isabella, if you're out there listening, he can cook, he can do all kinds of things. So there you have it. Y'all been tuned in right here, JLM Radio Podcast, and I've been your host, Edwin J. Applewhite. Until next time, we out of here.
Thank you so much.